The latest update to the Nessus user interface introduces a lot of nice changes for the end user to make it easier to schedule scans, put scans into folders, and really organize your results. So I just want to show you really quick how you create a new schedule by clicking the New Schedule button. And I'm going to call this my second scan. I can choose from policies. And you notice I've created a couple of different policies in here, and there are also some of the defaults as well. I like the host discovery with a port scan. That's kind of a neat setting to be able to find hosts in your network and enumerate the open ports. I may want to take that, run that every day, and put that in a specific folder. So if I'm scanning my test network, I can put that in my test network folder and then give it a target. And right here in the schedule settings, you have a new tab. Now, on demand means that it will be saved as a scan, and I can go back and I can run it at any time. When I say run now, it just means that it runs it and it doesn't actually save the configuration. I can also put it on a schedule, just as I did before, by saying, I want to run it every day. And I'll run it, I'll start today, and I'll repeat it every day, and I'll save those settings. Now, when you run that schedule, that scheduled scan, it's going to put it inside of a folder. So I've created this folder. These are my scans, and there's a folder called Test Network 1. These are all of the scans that I've run and put inside of this particular folder. So it's kind of nice to be able to organize all of your scans. I can create new folders by clicking here. So I can say Production Network, save that. Now I've got a new folder which I can put scan results into. If I look at some of the results, a lot of improvements have been made as to how you actually view your vulnerabilities. And the usability improvement I wanted to highlight was called, scan details. So when you look up in the upper right-hand corner now, one of the things you'll notice is there'll be scan details, there'll be host details, and plugin details. And I'll show you an example of that. In this particular example, the scan details tells me who the targets are, when it completed, how long the scan took, and then a nice pie chart of all of the vulnerabilities that were present during my scan. And I can even change the name right from the scan details. If I click on the vulnerabilities, I get put into the vulnerabilities view. And again, I've got the host details here as this pertains to this particular host. So I can click on the host details, and now this goes into just this particular host. So that pie chart is relative to the host. It tells me its DNS name, MAC address, and I can download the knowledge base right from one easy click on looking at the details. Now if I go in and I click on the vulnerability, I can click on plugin details, and it gives me information about the plugin that might be useful for my analysis. So I think this is a great way to be able to get access to some of those details more quickly, which as analysts we're always searching for. So this is a great feature for that. You can also modify the severity right from clicking on the details. Compliance results are also now stored in a separate tab as they were before, but also benefit from the details as well. So I've got the details here, and I get a different pie chart for my compliance that's passed, warning, and failed, which is really nice. So I can sort on my compliance results and view details of those. We hope you enjoy these new features, and thanks for watching.